Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy JR and y'all boys know I'm back with another banger. And in this video, we're back with another NBA 2K22 news video. And in this video, I wanted to go over all the tweets that I saw yesterday. In my last 2K22 news video, it was kind of long, so I'm basically going to cover everything that I left out of that video. Make sure y'all boys drop a like, drop a sub, turn on post notifications, join the ISO gang. And yeah, man, I would really appreciate it. Also, you guys can check out my glitch channel if you would like. Make sure y'all boys watch the whole entire video because you guys don't want to miss out on this information. So the first bit of information that we're going to go over is from Ronnie 2K's tweets. You guys know how it is. Whenever it's time for 2K to release a new game and take our money, that is literally the only time these dudes are ever active with us. So you guys can see the homie Young Dirt tweeted and said, I still don't understand why 2K is making current gen and next gen two different games, which is kind of a valid point considering how dead next gen was. And then he responded to that tweet and said, we are setting stage to innovate for years to come. Current gen is capped in terms of memory, so we're setting stage for console most will have in years to come. Can't punish those who have it this year with limit on stock. So we're going to put out a great experience out there on both. And then let me paraphrase that. In reality, this means that 2K knows that if they only release a next-gen version of the game, that they won't make near as much money. So what they want to do is what they decided to do is make two different versions of the game, just so they're able to profit on current gen because a lot of people don't have next gen. What it really comes down to is just how much money they can make. That's just how this company is. And then the homie Identify tweeted and said, it's just tough in terms of content creation. Next gen will become obsolete again like this year. Viewership differential is drastic, which is very true. A lot of people still won't have next gen consoles when 2K22 comes out. So NBA 2K22 current gen will probably be way more popular. But at the end of the day, it really depends on how good the game is. And then Ronnie 2K responded to that and said, read my tweets from earlier. We build this game for as many 2K fans as we can. That is our #1 priority. And let me translate that one more time. Our #1 priority is to make as much money as we possibly can with no regard to anything else. So another tweet that I wanted to share with you guys from Ronnie 2K is this dude said, at the end of the day, it's more content and gameplay for us that have both, so I'm not complaining. And this is in regards to Young Dirt's tweet talking about he doesn't understand why they're making two versions of the game. And Ronnie 2K responded to that and said, yeah, who would have thought streamers would be complaining about having two games to show off? But hey, I completely understand why streamers would be complaining, because having two different versions of 2K21 did not work. It split up the community and overall views were extremely low for this year. But at the end of the day, it really depends on how good the game is. And I'm not gonna lie, 2K made two different games once again, and I have no hope that either game will be good. Most of the time they can't even get one game to be good. So what is it gonna be like when there's two? I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So this next tweet also comes from Ronnie 2K, and in this it says, balancing between offense and defense, goodbye rim runners, cruising current gen, matchmaking in city, quest season based rewards, it's lit. Is it Ronald? Is it really lit? Another tweet from his Twitter was to Luck DF. And then in this, you guys can see people gotta realize you guys are trying to give the next generation experience. The way people want it is for current gen to have better than next gen. To me, that don't make sense. Imagine getting the new console and then the lower console gets the same better game. I agree with you. And then he responded to that and said, we're gonna do the best that we can with the current structure of each generation and with a long-term thought out vision. The homie Zach tweeted, will this be the last year that you focus so heavy on the current gen games? And Ronnie 2K responded to that and said, let's see what happens in terms of people that can get a next gen console. Would expect a similar pattern to the last generation shift. This isn't the first time we have had two different experiences, and it's by being a leader on the new console to set a tone. But in my opinion, if you focus so heavy on current gen, no one's gonna be motivated to get next gen anyway. But I feel like the game could be so much better, especially if they focused everything on next gen, because the consoles are just way better. So for the last tweet from Ronnie 2K, it was responding to a tweet that was deleted for whatever reason, but this came from the username Randy, and in this it says he isn't lying though. By having two completely different games, they're splitting up the player base, which I completely agree. And Ronnie 2K's response to that is, we don't build this game for just our streamers, we build it for anyone who wants to play 2K and may not be able to jump to next gen. We're gonna put in our best effort on both. And whenever you say best effort, what was your best effort for next gen whenever it has so many issues? Same thing with current gen, the speed boost glitch being in the game. Next gen had a lot of issues as well, and that was never fixed. But yeah, man, all I'm saying is just keep this same energy down the road when NBA 2K22 needs a game-saving patch. So this next bit of information comes from NBA 2K22 leaks and intel, and in this you guys can see a first look at the Japan cover star for NBA 2K22. You guys can also see the screenshot. So this man Mike Wang finally made a return after months of ignoring the community whenever we need him most. You guys can see that he quote tweeted a tweet from NBA 2K talking about some things in NBA 2K22 with the eyeball emoji, and then you guys can see your boy JR responding to him and saying, you want to tweet when it's time to take our money? Keep this same energy when the game needs fixed. This man Mike Wang has been on vacation for like 6 months. To be honest, this man Mike Wang probably works extremely hard. I'm talking 12-hour days being a 2K developer, the head 2K developer, and working on 2 different games. The only thing is he goes ghost whenever we need him to fix the game or just communicate in general. But this man want to tweet whenever it's time to take our money. I don't know, man, it really makes no sense. And then I also saw this little picture right here of Mike Wang as he hypes up the game, acts like you listen to the 2K community, drop the game and disappear, which is exactly what happens every single year. And the very last thing that I want to share with you guys is a tweet from Hank the Tank, and in this he says 2K really does not listen at all, man. I'm so disappointed. And then you guys can see this is a screenshot of a post Beluga aka Mike Wang did, and he asked, do you want shot aiming in NBA 2K22? With a whopping 138,000 votes, 86% of the 2K community said no, while 14% of the community said yes. And if you guys can believe it or not, you guys can see from this screenshot from this article from 2K, and you guys can see that in NBA 2K22 there will be shot aiming returning, which means Zens could also make a return. Whatever the case may be, it makes no sense. I have no hope for NBA 2K22. Usually I get extremely excited, but this year I'm just not going to do that because it's always a letdown. I'll be posting more content as usual. Thank y'all boys so much for all the support, man. Drop a like, drop a sub. I'm out. Peace.